Charlie Bronson. I am Britain's most violent prisoner.
Gentlemen, let's broaden our minds. Lawrence?
Market zero!
This is Video Store Clerks. Welcome to the store.
Good evening. How are we doing today, gentlemen? It is Tuesday, 10 p.m., and we are your Video Store Clerks. I am Chadman.
Oi, Mike!
You joke.
Oi.
All right. And again, it is Tuesday. We are back. It is Chuck Nasty's pick with the 2008 film Bronson. But before we jump into that, gentlemen, there is quite a bit of news.
You don't say, mate.
Oh no.
Oh, yeah?
I don't know. They got some stuff going on. I don't know. I can't do this.
He's down. He's down.
You got a bit of the giggles, Alan.
Good evening, Mama.
Hey, Mom.
Hello, Mama Nasty.
So, this week in the news for the top 10 domestic box office numbers, nobody really went to the movies again. That or there's just a lack of shit out because you got number 10, Animal Farm, did $704,000. So far, the last 2 weeks, it did $5 million. Then number 9 is Deep Water, did $837,000, doing 3.737 in the last 2 weeks. Number 8 is Hokum, doing $3.2 million. Last 2 weeks pulled in $12.3 million.
Art is pretty good. I want to see it.
I want to see it.
I heard another person that I know saw the movie, told me he was pretty good.
You sound like Jason Statham.
Oh God.
Jay, you talking about that bloke, Jason Statham?
Just keep on with the news.
Oh, he's a real slag, a real wanker. Yeah.
Number 7, still hanging out. Project Hail Mary did $6.5 million, doing $328 million the last 8 weeks. And number 6, Mario Galaxy movie did $6.6 million this week, doing $412 million the last 6 weeks. Killing it. Number 5, the newcomer, Billie Eilish's tour Hit Me Hard and Soft. With $7 million opening weekend.
I don't even know where to go with that, mate.
I don't either.
She has got to be one of the most annoying fucking people in music. Like when she first came out, I was like, all right, she's got some alright stuff. Blah, blah, blah. But I'm just so fucking tired of her fucking voice and her face and everybody like. Ugh. Oh God! Now she's in the big. Now she's in the big on the big screen. Great.
I don't even know any of her songs. So,
Bad Guy. That was the most popular fucking song.
Yeah,
Like,
I don't really care much for all this new shit. All these different personas and all these different gimmicks that these kids are doing.
no.
Let's stick to the music. How about that?
what
Yeah.
number am I on? Number 4, Sheep Detectives did $15.1 million. I still want to see it. That shit looks funny. I don't give a fuck.
It does look funny.
It looks very interesting. Number 3, Michael, did $37.9 million.
Thank you.
242 mil the last 3 weeks.
Oh, you're talking about the movie, not my. Sorry.
Not you, Peterson.
No.
Number 2, Mortal Kombat 2 did $38.5 million opening weekend.
Have you all seen it yet?
We went up this weekend and saw it. We actually ran into our friend Dave. He came. It was fun.
Good.
We had a good time. I liked it. I mean, I don't know. We did a review on it. I'm not sure. We've been talking like on the way home and shit, and like we're kind of like we don't know if we liked it or if it's just the fact that it was so much better than the other one.
Right?
That we liked it.
Yeah.
I got you.
And number 1, Devil Wears Prada 2 did $41.5 million this week, doing 143 mil the last 2 weeks.
That's right. The ladies turning out in quite the numbers these last few weeks for the devil.
The fuck did you just call me? This is the not so fun part of the news that we do every week, talking about the passed away celebrities of the week. We had a lot, and we gained even more today. First off, I have Rex Reed, who passed away at the age of 87. He was a writer or like put shit in like the New York Times and shit, right?
Yeah, he'd write, do reviews and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. We got Michael Pennington, who was Commander Jerjerrod in Star Wars, passed away at the age of 82. Jerjer. We have Koji Suzuki, who passed away at the age of 68, who was the creator of The Ring.
Yeah.
We have Bobby Cox, passed away at the age of 484. At the age of
484. What the hell?
Very general base manager for baseball for the Braves. Who else did he? Was that just the Braves?
I remember mostly from the Braves because Leo Mazzoni worked with him a good bit. So
right.
I don't know any of them.
That's a guy from our town. It was one of the managers for Braves.
He's the pitching coach.
Yeah, I don't know anything about sports. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
Bloody good time. It's kind of like cricket, but with a smaller bat. Ted Turner passed away. Crazy shit. Age of 87.
Billionaire Ted.
Crazy shit, man. They even did a little memorial for him when wrestling one Friday.
Well, yeah, man. He was a big part, with WCW, Nitro, all that stuff. He's the one that created opposition to Vince McMahon when you thought it wasn't possible, with the WWF being the juggernaut of the 80s and into the 90s. Finally had some competition, and that's because of Ted Turner and his commitment to wrestling, as he liked to call it.
Wrestling. And we also had let's see. Today we saw that Barry Blaustein passed away at the age of 71.
Yep. Beyond the Mat director.
Yeah. And a big one was Donald Gibb passed away at the age of 71 as well.
Yeah.
Fucking crazy, man.
Ogre, man.
Fucking ogre. Man. Fucking Jackson on Bloodsport. We just fucking talked about not too long ago. Like, fucking bananas. That shit's whack.
They're falling, man. It stinks. That's another one of the nerds that have passed away recently.
Yeah. And then I don't know. It's dumb. We're getting old.
Yeah.
Well, let's flip the script and wish some folks a happy birthday.
Okay, that sounds better.
Chuck's favorite, Stephen Baldwin, turned 60 today. Rami Malek,
fucking annoying. Anyway.
Rami Malek turned 45. If you don't know his name, he is the one that played Freddie Mercury in the Bohemian Rhapsody movie.
Oh, the one with the weird eyes.
I mean, kind of. He has big eyes.
He just doesn't look real. He doesn't. It's like they tried to clone like Pete Davidson, and they just couldn't get it right. Oh yeah,
Yeah, we saw my clone in Hagerstown.
That's crazy. That was crazy, mate.
That was weird. See, Jason Biggs turned 48 today.
The bigster.
Ving Rhames turned 67 today.
I wonder how he's doing.
I was thinking the same thing when I saw him on the birthday list.
Let me see.
I was like, shit, like I know he had passed out in a fucking restaurant, and I never really heard anything after that.
Yeah, I was gonna say there was no follow up. Release from hospital. So I mean, maybe it just had a spell. I don't know, but hopefully everything's all right with Ving, man.
Right.
Yeah.
And then our good pal Emilio Estevez turned 64 today. Still working on Young Guns 3. Let's make it happen.
Bring him back.
I'm ready.
I'm ready, but I'm nervous about it.
You and me both, pal.
I just don't trust anything anymore when it's like, oh, we haven't done a movie in 20 years. We're going to do another one, though. And it's going to suck, but we're going to do it.
Well, what are we without our pals?
The pals.
Where are they at? Where are they at? Other entertainment news this week. So apparently, I don't think anybody asked for it. I know I didn't. Peacock is going to be doing a Fast and Furious series before Fast 11 comes out.
Too fast. Too furious.
Too stupid.
That is the worst franchise ever.
I wouldn't go that far.
It's definitely one of the worst franchises ever.
It's annoying. It's annoying.
I hate those fucking movies.
More Peacock news. Crystal Lake is going to debut on October 15th now instead of November 13th.
Radio.
I guess they wanted to hop on the Halloween wagon. Where else? We got some Jean-Claude Van Damme is doing a World War II action film called Raid Pacific, where he plays a French submarine commander.
I was really hoping you were going to say that Jake Paul accepted his fight invitation. I was hoping that's what you were going to say. Did you hear that about that shit?
No, but can he even fight anymore? After
apparently so.
All got all fucked up.
Yeah, he put out a whole video saying that he wanted to. He was telling Jake Paul that he wanted him. He wanted to get him.
I know, like whenever Tommy Morrison had his jaw broke, he couldn't fight anymore. But then that's when he found out he had AIDS too. So that's
that kind of I don't know. I would like to see Jean-Claude Van Damme beat the living shit out of that fucking asshole.
I would like to see anybody beat the shit out of that asshole.
Yeah, it's true. Like in a fair fight.
Yeah.
Instead of one that's rigged.
I mean, I'm always going to be a JCVD fan. I don't care.
Yeah, I get it.
Jean-Claude Van Johnson. Fucking greatest show ever, man. Let's see. Other news. Ben Affleck and Matt Damon are being sued for the RIP because Miami officers are saying that it's a harm to their personal and professional reputations.
What is it?
That movie, The Rip, that came out on Netflix a while back with Ben Affleck and Matt Damon, where they're like some kind of like under siege type fucking cops, but they're dirty, so they try to like steal a bunch of money or something.
Oh, I never
It's a
heard
dope ass movie, but I mean, apparently some people took it sideways, and now they're trying to just make money for it.
Because they're a bunch of fucking idiots, mate. Like
they got to get their paper.
Didn't these fools learn anything from Afro Man? You ain't gonna win in court, all right? What are you gonna do? You gonna sue Denzel and Ethan for Training Day because they're bad cops? Make you look bad? Maybe you need to look right next to you at your brother, because maybe he's making you look bad, mate.
So X-Files.
Oh man.
The reboot has some more people going to be added to the guest list, which is Amy Madigan, the old lady from Weapons, and Steve Buscemi. So that'll be fun. I'm not sure how I feel about the series. And I never did finish watching the original X-Files. I know. But I don't know. It's going to be weird.
I just wish they would quit doing this. Just stop. Like, even with the Crystal Lake show, I don't give a fuck. Give us a movie.
Well, here's another one. They're going to be doing a Rocky spinoff series.
Well, I don't give two shits about that.
Hey, now, you calm down. I don't think I'm going to either, but it's going to be a TV show about the Delphi Boxing Academy, which is the academy that Apollo Creed's trainer is the one that started out in LA, and they're going to be showing all the new fighters that are coming up the same way they did.
Okay.
So I'm like, it could be decent, but it could almost seem like a reality show and be kind of whack, like Ultimate Fighter or something.
Well, that sounds boring as fuck to me.
I don't know. I never watched the last Creed movie. I mean, I've always been a huge fan of Rocky.
I'm just, I don't know.
I love my Rocky.
I'll take Rambo.
And let's see, last bit of news, and this is going to be a weird one. James Cameron is looking to make Aliens in 3D.
Okay.
So they're going to
like the original Aliens and just putting it in 3D.
Yeah, they're going to reformat it to 3D.
Okay, I can get behind that.
It's going to be weird, I think.
Well, yeah.
That's going to be. I think if they do it right, though, like the fucking little mini head in the mouth popping out right at you will be pretty dope.
You got a hairball? You good there?
Meow. But that, gentlemen, is the news this week. Kind of crazy, a bit disappointing, and a little sad.
Well, all right, mate. That's about how the news is every week.
Yeah.
True. News is whack.
They should change it to the blues because it's giving me the blues.
Jesus. You're not wrong. Not wrong.
It's bluesy. All right, gentlemen. Now, let's jump into the film of the week. Chuck's pick. The 2008 release of Bronson, the biopic based on Charles Bronson, a.k.a. originally Michael Peterson, a.k.a. Charles Ali Ahmed, a.k.a. now going by Charles Salvador.
See.
Came out on October 17th, 2008 at the London Film Fest, and then released in the UK March 13th, 2009, with a budget of $230,000 and brought in $12.7 million. Talk about some money.
2.7 million.
Was it 2.7? Yeah, 2.7 million.
Yep. You need to fix your notes, mate.
That's a dollar sign, but I forgot to put the little S in.
That's a big difference, mate.
The runtime of 92 minutes. Written by Brock Norman Brock and Nicholas Winding, who also was the director. Nicholas Winding Repin, which is an odd last name. R-E-P-N.
Yeah, he did.
He's repping.
He did those Pusher films. I don't know if you've seen those.
Push-Up.
Pusher.
The Pusher.
Pusher.
Who's in that?
It's people you don't know. Well, Mads Mikkelsen was in that. It's fucking like I don't know. I mean, it's foreign stuff, mostly foreign stuff. So
okay.
It has
the only name I know in this movie is Tom Hardy.
Right. It's kind of similar to that, where it's like there's a bunch of actors that you don't know of, and then there's like one that stands out. Like with that Pusher series, they did had, like I said, Mads Mikkelsen.
That's like this movie had a $230,000 budget. 200 of that was probably for Matt Hardy or Tom Hardy.
No, Jeff Hardy.
Yeah.
Whatever. One of the Hardy boys.
Movie would suck if they were playing this anyway. Fuck, I can't stand that.
Oh, Rainbow Hardy.
Fuck him.
Yeah, this was an interesting pick, Chuck. I know I've seen this a few years ago, but I don't remember anything about it. I don't know if I fell asleep or if it was just a watch after a long night. There was only one scene in this film I did remember, and that was the weird dancing scene and whenever he tried to kill old dude with the fucking necktie.
Right.
That was the main scene that stood out whenever I was rewatching it. I was like, okay, I remember this part.
I just watched it.
I don't remember.
I just watched this movie like for the first time a couple months ago, and I've watched it like 5 times now. Like, it's just I had a friend a while back tell me that they love this movie, and I was like, okay, whatever, whatever. And then like I kept seeing clips on TikTok and shit from the movie, and I was like, I'm kind of curious about this movie. So I watched it, and instantly became like my new favorite movie. Like I
could tell.
Right. Like I just thought it was so good. Like just this awesome story that's real about a guy that just can't stop
You've
fighting.
been pretty much talking about this since we went to Vegas.
Yeah. Yeah, I just think it's great.
Been a month ago.
And like Tom Hardy, like he's become a favorite actor of mine because of this movie. I never really paid attention much to his actual like acting until this movie. And then I went back and I started watching some of his older movies and all his different catalog of films. And but I don't know. There's not too many actors that come out anymore that I'm like, this guy's good. Like he's the shit, all around good dude in real life, and just his acting chops are amazing. And there's one scene that stands out in this movie that I absolutely love, and it's that about when murder goes wrong.
Mm-hmm.
That scene right there just proves it like to me. Yeah, like he's got his face is painted like when I tell people about this movie, I'm like, this movie is not your typical biopic. Like it's done in a very interesting way, and it's like he's always wanted to be an entertainer. So like he's on this stage talking to all these people, and then he's like going through different parts of his life, and then like the scene where he comes out and he's got like half his face and he's doing two different scenes, and one of them's a woman, one of them's a man, and he's like, it's just perfect. It's just gold. Like I don't know.
When is my trial?
Yeah. When's my trial? Mr. Peterson.
See, at first, like those little cutscenes, like the first one, it kind of was like, I was like, what the fuck am I watching? And then
I deserve to go back to prison for what I did. I want my hotel room back.
As those scenes kept coming in, I was like, okay, I can kind of dig this.
Yeah.
And then whenever they got to that scene, I'm like, this is pretty dope. Like it kind of like really showed you his like Tom Hardy's acting chops in this film, I think.
Yeah, man.
And then like my favorite like little interlude or whatever you want to call those is whenever he's like painted all white and he has like the red streak going like down the side of his face. I was like, that looks pretty dope.
Yeah.
But it was definitely weird how they like why they went that route. But I mean, I don't know. Like I know he did want to be an entertainer. Like he like does that little narrative in the beginning where he's like, I can't sing. He's like, I bloody well can't fucking act.
Yeah.
He's like, what else is there?
Like he just, I thought it's just an interesting story because I'd heard about him for years, but I didn't really think. I was like, oh, that's pretty crazy, And like, I don't know, the fact they actually made a movie about this fucking guy, but like the whole thing with him on stage and all that, I thought it was a perfect representation of like his mind. And if you notice in it, he actually, because there's parts where he ends up in a crazy house, and he refers to everybody else as loonies.
They're the loonies. They're the fucking loonies, mate.
Yeah, and it's like okay, like I don't know. It's just the guy. He just lived on chaos. The part where he's on stage where he's got his face painted white, and he's like prison. I loved it. Like he's like the chaos. It's just like I love that whole thing, man. It's so fucking good.
Yeah, he kept calling it his hotel.
Yeah, his hotel room.
He was just home.
Yeah, he didn't have to do anything.
No.
That's what he, And then every time the poor, we'll get into it, but like every time he tried to get, like they got tired of dealing with him and kicked him out of fucking like prison. They couldn't deal with him. He goes back out and he tries, but everything just tells him why he wants to go back to prison. Like everything, Outside is not where he belongs.
He feels comfortable. He looked very like socially awkward whenever he was released too, though.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like you could tell he was pretty much just institutionalized.
I think he was socially awkward from the get-go, mate. Don't you think?
He was. But like, I mean, the beginning of the movie just pretty much sets the tone because it's like a fucking like all red lighting, and he's in a cell, butt ass naked, as he is most of this movie.
And not most of the movie, but there are a few scenes. Yeah.
Is that why you liked it so much, Chuck?
No, but I was waiting for you to say that shit.
I just wondered, mate.
No.
But anyway, like you just fucking see like his cell get ransacked full of guards, and he's just loving every fucking second of it, beating the shit out of everybody.
Send in the gods.
Like they're like beating him in his fucking ribs with a fucking billy club when he got him held down, and he's got a big ass smile on his face. And I'm like, yeah, there's not. This guy's got a couple screws that are just halfway in.
Like even the point like where like because I watched interviews and stuff with people actually like that did time with him and like all that shit. Have always said that there were times where he was just like a super nice guy. Like even the guards liked him and shit, but he would just flip, which he does on a couple of people you feel horrible for in this movie.
Yeah.
But, but he's not actually like, he just has to put on that fucking thing, but we'll get to all that later.
But I mean, I think Hardy killed this role though.
Mm-hmm.
He did awesome, man.
That fucking maniacal laugh and then just going like straight stone cold faced. Like that shit's so good. Like it was funny because every time I seen that, like hear him laugh like that, I was thinking, like I would just think of you, Chuck. Like,
oh really?
And then you go to like the stone cold look face, and I'm like, that's definitely Chuck.
Well, I appreciate that. I've gotten some things said about it here lately. That's for sure.
But yeah, like it's weird because it all started out like he was a kid. And then he started getting into fights, and they show that scene where he fucking punches his teacher in the face and throws the desk at it. I was like, I'm willing to do that to so many fucking teachers growing up.
I did do that when I was in 5th grade, Miss Preston. I don't know if my mom remembers that or not, but I got in a lot of trouble for that shit because I'm
sure you would.
Yeah. 5th grade was not a good year for me.
It was 4th grade for me. I threw. It wasn't a teacher, but I threw a desk at another student.
They're just so easy to pick up. Just
yeah, back then it was like those little joints, man.
Nobody taught us about anger management when we were like fucking 8.
Yeah, because whenever we were in elementary school, like the desks, I don't think the chairs were connected to the desks like they were later on. Like it was just like a little pulled out chair and like a little shiny little desk. Have like a little slot in it for your books. It's a bad Chuck.
Usually.
You're going to the principal's office, mate.
Fucking principal's office.
I heard that a lot.
I was in the guidance office a lot. That was really shit.
I spent a lot of time in there.
That guidance counselor. Woo!
I mean, we were back then, like all like the smile, like the lighter smiley faces were really big. So like we'd have like a bunch of those on our arms, and then like the teacher would send us the guidance, and then like we used to take, like the little smileys you make with lighters, get them real hot, and just press them on your arm.
Oh yeah.
No.
Yeah, like that was real big. So like we used to do that all the time, and then I think my cousin had the bright idea of we used to take safety pins, and then see who could put them in their arm the deepest and close them.
Oh yeah, we used to do that shit too.
Yeah.
We always used to do the fucking eraser thing on your hand.
Thing.
God, that was the worst. That was probably one of the worst decisions I ever made. Was thinking that'd be a good idea. Everybody else was doing it.
Playing chicken with cigarettes too, like you'd light the cigarette and let it burn down, and whoever moved their hand first was a pussy.
Never did that.
Where the fuck are you getting cigarettes in 4th grade?
Don't worry about it.
That wasn't my thing for many years.
I grew up around smokers.
I did too, but I was always
that was in high school though.
No, I was gonna say I was around some fucking people in elementary school, but it wasn't that bad yet. Like it wasn't until middle school. That's when the shit started getting real.
Fucker, yeah. The good old days.
No, people were pretty shitty to me, like pretty much from the start.
No, I'm just saying, like I can't remember any kids in elementary school like wanting to smoke or do anything crazy like that. But nowadays, who knows? Now they're all kinds of fucking shit, man.
Yeah,
these kids are crazy.
Vaping.
Roro.
That's true.
Chuck would rather not see mom than principal.
Oh, I would change my tune immediately. I got in trouble for running. We were all out. It was at elementary school. We were outside, and I took off running away, and I ran like away from the school, and all my poor old fucking teachers were trying to like chase me, and they couldn't do it. And then I just like, I'm gonna go back now. I was just seeing if I could do it, and apparently I sucked at it. So I went back, They threw me in the conference room. There was 2 doors in there. They had to like quickly run to the other door to lock it because I was going to run out of it. And as soon as I looked out the window and saw my mom walking in, I immediately was like,
yeah. So when I got in trouble, my thing, I didn't want to go see my grandmother because she was like 5 foot nothing, but she'd put a hurting on you.
right.
Like she was old school.
You knew you were in deep shit then, mate.
Yeah. Whenever I saw the fucking yardstick or like the fucking sunflower like plant branch come off, I knew I was getting my ass whooped.
Yeah, I remember fourth grade, man. I was a complete fucking lunatic, and then it was like 5th grade. I was like, mate, I'm gonna be on the straight and narrow. 5th grade, I ain't going to the office at all this year. You know, I'm
don't want to fuck with no governors.
I don't want to fuck with the governor. But then the one thing that happened in 5th grade, I called this chick a bimbo, and they sent me to the office. I was like, what? For that? And my excuse, they're like, you can't call somebody that. And I said, fucking Al Bundy says it on Married with Children all the time. Yeah, go ahead.
Real funny. I actually had a buddy in high school. He got suspended, and the reason being is so stupid. But he made a sexual comment to a female, and he said that he wanted to eat her. He got suspended for a cannibalistic threat. And I thought it was hilarious. We laughed about that for a long time.
But yeah, I just remember 5th grade. It was like they always called Kelly a bimbo on Married with Children. You know, it was a very common term. So I didn't think nothing of it. You know, it's they're saying it on TV. Can't be that bad. Fucking, they send me in the office. The one time that 5th grade, cocksuckers.
Another show they could not make today, even though I think they're supposed to come out with another season, aren't they?
There's something going on.
Yeah. I saw a bunch of them doing some shit. I don't know.
Big ends.
All right, let's get back on track, gentlemen. Mr. Bronson, he got us reminiscing about our crazy childhoods.
When we were crazy little buggers, just like Charlie Bronson or Mickey Peterson.
True.
But, yeah, so, like, he ends up, what the fuck did he get the 7 years for? Robbery? Yeah, he robbed the fucking post office.
And he got like 30 bucks or
30
something.
quid.
Yeah.
Back in those days, I'm pretty sure quid were lesser value than dollars then, right?
I don't know, mate.
Nah, I'm not going to
back in the late 60s, early 70s.
Going back.
He robbed the joint just to get some money for his girl and a kid.
Yeah. And even that whole thing goes back to what Mike was saying earlier about the awkwardness, even before he went to jail. Because if you remember how their relationship starts, he doesn't even talk to her. He just like steals some money out of the drawer where he works.
Hands her like $20 and then kisses her on the face, very weird, and like the weirdest spot ever, which is like right here.
I think he kisses her on the nose.
I thought it was on the nose too.
Yeah, he like goes.
It was like one of those little boop.
Yeah,
I thought it was on her cheek, but yeah, it was so weird. And then next thing you know, she's pregnant.
Well, you know, she was giving him the looks. He picked up on that real quick, mate. And then he gave it a little money out there to register, and then a little peck on the nose, and then off we go. Got a baby.
But then he gets 7 years, and his mom's like, "Don't worry, honey, he'll only do 4." And then he's like looking around like, "This ain't so bad."
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck? So then he gets in there and starts fucking fighting again. Then he meets the Cray twins in prison. And then, I don't know, they have some tea or whatever. I don't know. I think there's more to that story. Like, I want to hear more about him and the Cray twins.
Yeah, no, it's so crazy, like how there's such a connection between the characters that John Hardy played, because he's played Bronson and he played the Cray twins in Legend. And I can't remember if they mentioned. I don't think they mentioned him in that though, because they don't mention the Cray brothers in Bronson, do they?
Yeah, that's who. Whenever he's in prison the one time and he's talking to that one dude, and he gets him some tea. And then he like makes some fists, and the guy's like, "Okay."
Oh, is that supposed to be Ron?
Yeah, that's Ron Cray.
Okay, I guess I just never
He's the guy that owns the club that he goes to later on. That's who
that makes sense then. Okay, that makes sense then.
Yeah, that's supposedly the guy that got him to start boxing. That was the Cray twin.
Okay, because like after watching Legend and seeing how the one brother was, that makes sense. Okay, I just for some reason I didn't put two and two together with that. But yeah, no, I thought it was kind of interesting that Tom Hardy's played both the Cray brothers and.
But they only show Ron. They don't show his other brother.
Right. Yeah.
I was gonna say in the film that guy's Paul Daniels.
No, Paul Daniels was the art teacher. I thought.
No, well, Matt King plays Paul Daniels.
Well, I'm pretty sure Paul Daniels was the art teacher guy.
You are killing me. Hold on.
Well, according to this,
well, IMDb had this shit all fucked up.
did it? Well, there it says Matt King.
Yeah. I mean, they might just change the name because that was one of that one Cray brothers like whole thing. He had like an underground like sex party like weird shit that also had like some other shit going on.
Like I want to know what the fuck Uncle Jeff, what the fuck was that guy's name?
Oh,
Uncle Jack.
Uncle Jack. Yeah, that whole fucking scenario whenever he does get out of prison and he just like because he gets sent to the funny farm. The loony bin. Yeah. And then they fucking just like dope him all up. So he's just fucking like laying there, sitting there drooling on himself.
Yeah, he's too fucking violent. They need to sedate this motherfucker.
He's fucked up.
That whole scene that was great though. I love that because they come in there and they're like we have two rules here and whatever and they're like what is it? No,
they said you got to learn the rules here. And it's like, what's rule number 1? Do as you're told. He's like, what's rule number 2? And they're like, oh, this isn't prison. We're lion tamers, yeah.
Yeah. And then like he goes, cunts, you'll be back. And he lays down. They get up. He's like, all right, come on. It's like he can't wait for it.
Yeah, because they tell him that he's got to take his meds, and he's like, shove him up your fucking ass or whatever.
Yeah, he didn't want to take any drugs. He was anti-drugs.
That's okay. You don't want to take your pills? We're gonna make you take the pills.
Yeah, and they fucking hold him down
shot in
the ass cheek.
Yeah,
crazy.
Yeah, the art teacher is James Lance.
Okay.
Yeah, the next scene is almost hard to watch because there's so much snot and
he's fucking drooling all over the place and his fucking shirt's a mess and shit. But then like you can just see how much anger is inside of him whenever the fucking pedo dude's talking to him about 9-year-olds.
Yeah, and he's like,
and then like you could just tell like he's like if he wasn't fucked up, that dude was dead right there.
Yeah,
like, he could not move.
Yeah, he was so pissed and wanted to get at that guy so bad that he almost like snapped out of it. You know,
yeah,
you could see him.
He was trying
fighting his own body.
Yeah, which by the way, talking about we left out when he first goes to the loony bin. When he goes to the funny farm.
The guy taking a shit?
Yeah. Like, I watched the reaction last, and there was a reaction video of people watching this the first time, and they're like, oh, God, he's not gonna. And they're like, they couldn't even watch it. Because, like, it's kind of, it's pretty fucked up.
Well, like, one of the documentaries I watched, it said, like, whenever he was in there, some dude tore his testicles off.
Mm.
Some other guy cut his dick off because they wouldn't give him a sex change. And then another guy used his head as a battering ram against a concrete wall. I'm like, what the fuck?
And all they showed was a guy taking a shit in his own hand and rubbing it on his face.
Yeah. Like, I mean, you're not going to fight that guy. You're going to get shit on you.
All right.
What was crazy to me is this is the second week that we've done a film where somebody's got shit on their face.
What was the last one?
Nacho Libre.
Oh,
whenever he picks up that pile of DUNN and fucking smears it in.
I think that was more graphic than this scene. Like, he smeared that shit on El Skeleto.
I am.
Yeah, Chuck, man. I think we're gonna flip our opinion on Nacho Libre.
Dude, we were talking about Nacho Libre all fucking day Sunday, laughing our asses off. We're weird.
Yeah,
I don't. It might have won us over a little bit more. I don't know. I am.
And then we were watching clips, listening to fucking Dave cackle in the back. And that shit was fucking hilarious.
All right.
So next week we're going to do Napoleon Dynamite. Hope you're ready.
I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
I have seen that before, and it's burnt in my head how dumb that movie is.
I hate that movie.
That's not really what we're doing.
I'd hope not.
Yeah, but then, like, once he kind of, like, I guess, I don't know if he, like, wasn't getting the fucking sedatives and shit as much, or maybe his body was getting used to him. But then, like, he goes in there that day with, like, the intent to kill the pedo.
Yep.
And, like, you can see, like, one of his weapons of choice was a silk tie. And you can see him pulling it out of his fucking sweater or whatever. And then he just gets up behind the dude and starts choking him. And he's just trying to figure out a way to get back to prison because he wants to get the fuck out the funny farm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then he gets pissed off because the dude didn't die. So there's like no trial. So he's still stuck at the fucking funny farm. And then he is fucking super pissed.
Right.
Which is funny because that'd be the first person he ever killed and probably the only person he would have killed.
Yeah. Never killed anybody, never did anything. Like he robbery and fighting.
Yeah. Like never raped anybody, never killed anybody.
Nope.
Well, not in this movie.
Oh yeah.
Well, did he? Like, is there something else I don't know?
Oh, there's a lot more to the story, you know, but and that's one of the things where it's like I'm not going to try to glorify Charlie Bronson because of, you know, the stuff that they didn't show in the film, you know,
Right, yeah.
The more the racial stuff, the anti-Islamic stuff.
Well.
Yeah.
You know,
there's killed a dog.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That shit pissed me off. Because as soon as he said let him go, I'm like, you motherfucker, like I'm gonna fucking beat the shit out of you.
Yeah.
But then they said like he felt bad about it because he loved animals, but I was like, I don't give a fuck. He still killed a fucking dog.
Yeah,
they were gonna have him fight it anyway. I mean, that was just how it was gonna go.
He got 10,000 quid for fucking killing a Rottweiler with his bare hand.
Yeah. And then,
I
mean, I don't think it's cool at all. I think it's horrible, but
right.
And then the shit, you know, I guess he had done physically, sexually abused another prisoner and openly bragged about it for years. So I don't know, you know, it is what it is. It's prison shit, you know. But yeah. I'm definitely not going to glorify the guy because of those things.
Oh no!
If anything, I'm gonna. No, my praise, if anything, in this film goes to Tom Hardy and his performance, because, like you said, man, he makes the guy likable. So that's kind of the thing. You know, I mentioned before that I had heard about Charles Bronson years ago, like my buddy Kenji, who owns Old Familiar Barbershop out in Columbus, Ohio. Shout out Kenji Prince. If you're ever in Columbus, Ohio, stop by and he'll fix you up. He'll do
get a wicked cut.
But yeah, he got that book, Solitary Fitness, that Charles Bronson put out. And they don't really talk about it in the film, but it was a very popular book. And it kind of detailed, you know, in the film, they talk about how he was in solitary confinement for so many years, 26 years, 30 years, whatever it was. And then during his time in solitary, he, you know, obviously didn't have anything except that small room, 12 by 9 or whatever it was. And he found ways to strengthen his body. He would just come up with different ways to use the room and just do exercises without any type of, you know, assistance from any object. And he just documented this and wrote a book about it, and it became very popular. So that's where I first heard about Charles Bronson. This is the first time I got to see the film. And like I said, Tom Hardy's performance is so good that he makes the character very likable. But, you know, if you dig a little deeper into Charlie Bronson, Salvador, whatever, he's a very despicable person, you know.
Right.
And, you know, so.
Oh, yeah. Like, I know the guy was no saint. Like, I know that shit or whatever completely.
And it's, you know, it's tough. You know, it's easy for me to talk shit like here right now. But the guy that's been in prison for what, 50 some years. Yeah. So you're going to have to do some shit, you know.
Oh,
I mean?
yeah.
You know, you're gonna have to form alliances with people that are unsavory. You know, it's all about survival in there. So it's easy for us on the outside to be like, oh, well, that's fucked up. You're aligned with the fucking Aryan nation or whatever. But, you know, they got to do what they do to survive. So that's on them or whatever. But yeah,
right, yeah.
You know, it's more about the film. Tom Hardy's performance is phenomenal.
Right.
Yeah.
And you know, Dave had mentioned it. He had checked it out the other day, and unfortunately he's not here to talk about it. But he brought up that it felt kind of like Clockwork Orange to him. And Chuck, you didn't really necessarily look at it that way.
I did, but after he said that, and it was in my head, I kind of saw what he meant.
Yeah, me too.
Whenever
Whenever I watched it through, I was like, okay, I get it. Where it's kind of like, you know, he's this very violent guy, and he's up against the system who's trying to kind of change him a little bit, and it's just not happening. It's a different, completely different than Clockwork Orange, but there are similarities that go along with that. So whenever Dave said that, and I was watching along, I was like, okay, I can see where he's coming from with that.
The narrations too, though.
Yeah.
You know, and even down to like the weird, stage numbers and shit or whatever. Like kind of there's kind of that same kind of feeling as those, I'm singing in the rain, that kind of shit.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I mean, that was probably one of my biggest beefs that I had with the film, though, was because they left a lot of shit out, and then like they left out the whole movie he was bald and just had the mustache.
Yeah,
but he went through like many different phases where his hair was real long and he had a big ass fucking beard. Then he was like shaved with the beard, and then he just fucking had like the Fu Manchu thing, and then shaved again, and then he just kept going back and just doing all kinds of different shit.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I that's small shit because, like, I mean, that was a famous look that he had, and they just went with
right.
it.
And I get why they just said fuck it. I mean, like I said, the budget was $230, so I mean, for what they did this movie for, like, and then Tom Hardy's performance, fucking, you can't go wrong.
Yeah,
man. They killed it.
It's a fun movie though too. I mean, it's violent as fuck, but I mean, it's like violent isn't like just fighting, like really violent, like fighting, not like shoot 'em up shit or anything like that. But it's just fun. Like you're not bored at all.
The irony is, in real life, that Charlie Bronson actually converted to Islam because of his one wife at the time. Yeah. And I don't know if it's because of that he has such negative feelings towards Islamic people now or whatever. But it's just so weird that everything about this guy is just very, very strange. And you see that going along. At first, you think this guy is just a scrapper. One of these guys that just loves to fight, like Fit Finley. I love to fight.
Well, he was a spoiled brat. I mean, his mom babied him his whole fucking life, and his dad was like, "This is
that's the thing too. Like he had two brothers, you never hear shit about him."
Yeah,
right.
And he even in the beginning of the film he even talks about it, how his family, his parents were upstanding citizens and everything like that, and
it wasn't his uncle like a governor.
Yeah, didn't have any kind of weird upbringing at all.
Yeah, they were upstanding blokes.
So you just kind of think, okay, this guy likes to fight, whatever. So it's kind of endearing, but as you go along, you see how his mind process has kind of devolved along the way to where he's pretty fucking nuts. You said that you don't really think that he's nuts, Chuck. Overall, he's not like the loonies that he talks about, but you can tell there's like almost a multiple personality disorder going on.
Well, that's what earlier when I said it, because I said it before we even got on here, I think.
Right.
But
yeah.
What I was saying was because in the movie, there's only one point where he actually he actually refers to himself as a lunatic or whatever. Yeah. But most of the time, he's pointing to everybody else. I think that with him, there's a lot of issues that just never got diagnosed, whatever. On top of getting his way his entire life. I mean, even going to fucking prison, he got his way. Yeah. I mean, he's the kind of guy that just adapts and just deals with it and goes, all right, this is what this is. But I do think there's some screws loose, definitely. But I don't think. There's also a part of me that's just like, well, it's just someone's personality, just they like what they like when it comes down to just wanting that kind of chaos. Because I mean, I've got all kinds of friends that thrive on chaos. Some would say that I thrive on chaos at some points in my life.
I do,
and I know that I have. Not so much now, but but that, I guess it also underlines mental things with just where you just want to fight. I'm not scrapping these days. I'm too old and fucking brutal these days. But I definitely get it. I mean, the last the last 2 years of my high school years, I was in the principal's office about every other day for fighting.
We try to fight these days. We're gonna throw out our back.
Oh yeah, no, I'll pull out an arm like just doing some like fucking shit like that or whatever. Like I end up pulling out a fucking muscle, man. You know, it's ridiculous. That's why I fight dirty now.
I mean, but it's fun. You get that rush, man.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You know, and I mean, but I've also, you know, I've got my stomach shit and stuff I have to be careful with. So I try to stay away from it. But man, yeah, that is something that I also love with this movie is like there's a lot of those where it's like, oh, the feeling of like when your fist hits somebody's face who really deserves it, like, or just, you know, I don't know, just yeah. Well, there is an excitement there. Yeah.
Coming up in this movie though is one of my favorite scenes where he goes to like the insane asylum or whatever, and then he gets clarified that he's sane. And then he's like talking about I get they say that I'm insane because I'm too violent. Now they're saying I'm sane, and he's like, what kind of system is this? Maybe they're the crazy ones. Right. And I'm like, I get that. But then like whenever he's fucking like because they always said like he always wore like tailored suits and shit. Yeah. Like he was a big fan of just looking like fucking fleek as fuck.
Yeah.
And then but whenever he like starts getting his shit together and he like fucking pops on his watch all fucking goofy and like counts his money in his wallet or his billfold or whatnot, and then he fucking looks at the comb and he's like, funny.
He
just like kind of throws it at him.
Yeah. Funny fellas.
Yeah.
And then like just like that whole scene, and then like him walking out of the fucking prison, like his fucking little goofy walk or whatever, like that shit just cracked me up.
Yeah.
The funny part is the reason they let him go wasn't because they were tired of dealing with him and or all this other shit. It was because it cost too much money.
Yeah. Yeah.
They were saying that, you know, just dealing with him was costing what, millions of quid or whatever it was.
They said again, like the one thing I was watching about him, like he used to always escape from his cell because he could bend the bars, and then he would escape the cell and climb up on the fucking roof and just start throwing fucking like roof tiles and shit at him. And then like in like the one time he broke so much shit that in like one session he broke 290 quid worth of fucking shit. It was just that one fucking incident was like 300,000 quid. They said like the one time he broke out of the cell and he climbed on the roof and he was up there for 3 days before they could get him down.
I would hate to be a fucking guard at the prison that's to deal with it. It's like, God,
you don't get paid enough for that shit.
Oh, Bronson's coming. I'm resigning. No, I'm moving right now.
I need a transfer.
It's like when they're all carrying him, like when he's like, come on, you fucking cunts, and he's like in his underwear at the asylum. They're all like,
he's a wild fucking dude, man. Like, it's like after like watching, like I watched a couple different documentaries just to see, because like none of them are never the same. Like people always get certain shit wrong or whatever. The shit I see reoccurring, like the shit I see that reoccurs in them, I figure that's like the more of the truth. Yeah. But yeah, like they were saying, like he'd fucking break out of his cell and just climb up on the fucking roof of the prison and just stay up there for days, fucking throwing shit at the guards and shit all day.
Yeah, that's what I think that is the actual footage they were showing. Yeah. Whenever he was saying, what was it, Charlie versus
when he was up on the roof,
Boatmore or whatever the one place was he was locked in.
He'd like put on ski masks and shit and just climb up there, and then he'd just be like.
Like fucking Richard Nixon or some shit.
I'm like, this guy's fucking wild. Like, I bet he had a lot of fun, like just doing stupid shit.
You know who he kept reminding me of? Well, I mean, not the Tom Hardy version, but whenever I saw actual pictures of Charlie Bronson,
Dan Severn.
No, well, a little,
Dan
but no, I don't know if you remember this or not, but back in the old the 90s with WWF, there was a wrestler named Big Bully Busick.
No.
You don't remember him?
No. I vaguely remember the name.
I was like, dude, he's a fucking ringer. Like, I would almost think that Charlie Bronson is Big Bully Busick if this guy hadn't passed away like 7 years ago.
Right? God, that's one hell of a mustache.
And that's got to be based off of Charles Bronson.
I mean, this was. I mean, I don't know how well known he was back in the 90s. You know, because Big Bully Busick wasn't like it wasn't a 2000 thing.
I know. I think they said in '99 whenever he got transferred back to, I think, the Liverpool prison.
I mean, maybe you saw a picture. Maybe you saw a picture of this guy, and said he wanted to model himself after him, or who knows? I don't know. But he definitely a ringer for him.
Yeah, no shit. Yeah.
The only thing I can say for Tom Hardy is if he would have been like Bane big for this one, it would have looked better.
Oh, right, yeah.
Because Bronson was a big fucking dude, man. Like,
Yeah,
he wasn't like stupid cut, but he was just fucking bulky.
Yeah.
Like, just seeing like some of like the videos and shit of him like walking through the prisons and shit, and he'd be like wearing like sleeveless shirts and shit all the time. Like, he was a big fucking dude.
Yeah.
He had quite a bit of tattoos as well.
Yeah. Have you watched any of the interviews with Tom Hardy about when he met Charlie Bronson and shit?
Yeah.
Those are pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Like when he was talking about he's like, so what you gonna do about the stash? And he goes, well, Charlie, that's a little, isn't that a little bit Village People? And he goes, ha 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 ha. No, really. What about the stash? And he's like, I'll grow it, Charlie. I'll grow it. Like, you didn't want to piss that guy off because originally I guess he wasn't gonna do it like that, but
Well, he said he wasn't a big fan of them doing a biopic on him. And then he wanted to meet Tom Hardy, and then he liked the bloke. So he was like, cool. But then I heard that apparently fucking Bronson actually shaved off his mustache and gave it to Hardy so they could make the mustache out of Hardy.
Yeah.
His facial features, like his actual mustache. But I'm like, that's pretty fucking wild.
That's dedication. That's definitely a green light,
Yeah.
It's like,
well, then what's even more fucked up was like they got to become so close and shit, like during like the filming and everything, that then later on in like what 2011, I think, fucking Bronson got married again, and like they couldn't have a kid, so he was gonna ask Hardy to be the surrogate father.
Oh God,
I don't know if he ever got around to ask him about it and anything, but that'd be fucking weird, right?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Like, I've been asked that shit one time, and I'm like, that's fucking, I don't know, I can't do this.
Right.
Yeah, he's definitely much bigger in real life,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously, Hardy's all cut up and much smaller, but
he's a hairy fuck too.
These days he's a little bit bigger, but this was also like when he was like when Hardy was like kind of just now really getting into.
There he is up on the roof hanging out.
Right.
Fucking crazy, man.
Yeah. It's wild.
Yeah. Then he gets released from the insane asylum and gets to go hang out with his parents, and then he's just confused and it's just really awkward.
Like that, I think that's the thing, man. Ultimately, it boils down to his social anxiety and awkwardness, to where he just doesn't. I don't think he knows how to function in real society or with real people. And it's like all he knows is fighting and that whole prisoner mentality,
Right.
So it's like, whatever I got to do to get back to that. I mean, even the most simple shit, like whenever he gets back to the house and he like just incessantly wipes his feet like a number of times whenever he gets inside, and he's like looking at, oh, that's a picture of me. I was small.
Yeah.
Like, well, yeah.
Then like whenever he's sitting in like the room he's staying in, like he won't even look at his mom. He's like looking over here,
like,
talking about where the fuck's my bed and all my other shit.
Yeah.
From whenever I was a kid, like he wants his fucking childhood bed. Like it's like, dude, you've been in prison since you were 17. Like, what the fuck do you want?
Yeah.
Right.
It's like, get the fuck out of here. You've already done fucking 4 or 5 years in prison, and then some extra time for beating the shit out of guards, because they said every time he beat up a guard, he got an extra 6 months. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Well, then when he goes to hang out with Uncle Jack, man, it gets a little weird.
He's like, ladies and gentlemen dressed as ladies.
Yeah.
What? Make him a cocktail. And then the one lady's like, what are you going to do? And he's just sitting there with a fucking brief or suitcase on his lap, like,
Yeah. So what's next for Charlie Bronson? He's like,
yeah. He eats piece of cheese.
Like, he just doesn't have any. He doesn't know what to say. It's just like even like when he was in prison, an old dude comes in. He's like, "Oh, look at the guns on this one," and he just goes, like he doesn't. He's like, "What the fuck?" There's so many moments where you actually do see like how fucking awkward he is, but you also see that he really does just like he likes the confrontation, because in the scene where he takes the librarian, that poor bastard, and pulls him in there, and he gets on the phone with the governor, and he's like, "What do you want, Charlie?" He goes, "I'm fucking done with this," because he's like, "What do you got?" And he's like, "Well, what do you want?" And he's like, "I'm done with this. Fuck off." Because the guy's not fighting with him. He's just like, "Yeah, what do you want?" It's just so funny. All right, now you're gonna have to sit down. You're not there. Over there. Like he just like goes fucking crazy, and then he starts taking off his clothes. He's like, "All right, I'm gonna put on my war paint or battle paint, or whatever he says."
Yeah, he's a war paint.
And because the whole thing,
in my ass.
Well, yeah,
not in my ass.
On it, yeah. But the reason why he does that isn't just because he likes to be wrestling with naked men. It's because like if he's lathered up like that, it's harder for them to hold on.
Hold on to him.
Well, he said he learned that from the boxers whenever he was fucking like bare knuckle brawling and shit. And then he actually had three amateur fights as well, but he would beat the shit out of those guys too. It was bad. But yeah, like he gets freed for like he goes and hangs out with his fucking uncle or whatever, and then he meets back up with Ron Cray, who runs this fucking gaff, and then he just starts fucking bare knuckle brawling, and then he's just beating the shit out of the dude, and then he pisses on him.
That's where he also gets his nickname.
Yeah.
What about Charlton Heston? Nobody.
Yeah, that'd be a totally different movie, right? If it was just called Heston, it'd be so fucking weird.
You're more of a Charlie Bronson death wish. He's like,
Charlie.
He's like Charlie Bronson.
He's like Charles fucking Bronson. He's like, yeah. And then he meets that fucking chick, and then he's like, "I love you," and she's like, "I love Brian." What the fuck? I'm like, that didn't go the way you thought. I'm like, who the fuck's Brian?
Well, she was talking shit about him as soon as he showed up, because she was the one sitting on there hating on his mustache, saying, "Oh, that's like kissing a fanny."
Yeah. And then she starts feeling his bicep, and then she just starts making out with the dude.
Yeah.
Well, the whole that's the thing, is like this is when like he's trying to do something, to be a certain way, but he doesn't know how. And the next step is like he meets this chick. They seem like things are good, whatever. And except she's not really like, showing back the love he's trying to give in his own weird way. So he thinks the next step is to go and get a ring. And of course, he does it in true Bronson fashion by stealing it after making the guy, like knocking the guy out behind the counter, and then screaming in the face of the poor woman that comes up to see what's wrong. "Shut the fuck up. You stay right there." And he takes the ring, and he's like, he's like, he's like, tell her not to, like, don't call the cops for 10 minutes.
Don't call the cops for 10 minutes. No, 15 minutes.
And then he's like, "Happy Christmas." And he walks away.
That's what's funny too, because he's like, "I fancy that ring there." And he's like, "That's $1,000, sir." And he's like, "Okay." And he just like laughs at him, and he just walks around and
smashes his head off the fucking glass.
I'm like, what the fuck? And then he's like, "The lady did wait 15 minutes, but I figured the cops were dumber, but they found me faster than that."
Yeah.
And it was all for naught. He goes back and gives her the ring, and she could care less. She's like, "No, I'm marrying Brian."
And she keeps it. She doesn't even give it back to him. She just closes like
oh, thank you.
Like,
but the real story is like he did that shit on New Year's Day. Like he went to that fucking jewelry store and he robbed, I think they said like 7,000 quid worth of jewelry plus the ring. He sold everything else and gave her the ring.
It's kind of fun.
I was like, what the fuck? So I mean, apparently they didn't find him in less than 15 minutes, but it definitely makes the story fun.
Yeah. That's funny though.
Yeah, the librarian hostage, that was fucking good though.
Yeah.
I'm here with love. You fucking kidding me?
Yeah. Love. I'm here with Andy Love.
Or Andy, yeah.
Yeah.
That shit's too good.
Yeah.
I like whenever he's like yelling out the fucking like little hole or whatever in his door whenever he fucking kidnaps him. And then he's like, you hear the one guy at the bottom of the cell going, he's starting his shit again.
Yeah. It's like it had to be like this, like clockwork. Or there's like, God, he's been too quiet for the last like few days. It's a matter of time now.
Well, he kidnapped, I think, 11. He had 11 different hostages in his stint. And like the one time he asked for a cup of tea and a rubber girl or a rubber doll or some shit. And then the other time he wanted a trip to Libya with 2 Uzis and 5,000 rounds of ammunition and an axe in case he ran out of ammo.
Makes sense.
I'm like, what the fuck is this guy doing?
That's the thing. He would just ask for like most random shit sometimes, knowing they weren't going to actually give him half the shit he asked for.
Need a Raiders helmet full of cottage cheese and naked pictures of B. Arthur.
There you go. How are we supposed to get that?
But I like whenever he gets and starts, he's like, what the fuck's he takes the art guy hostage.
Yeah.
And he's like, what do you want? And he's like,
Music.
And they start playing that fucking music. And I'm like, it's the same fucking song that Andy Dufresne played in Shawshank. I don't know what that Italian woman was singing, but it was beautiful.
I didn't pick up on that. It's been a while since I've seen Shawshank.
Oh, I fucking love Shawshank. That's like it's burned in my head.
Word.
I've seen that movie so many times. But yeah, he held that fucking art guy hostage for 2 days. And then he fucking painted him up to look like himself, and then covered himself in fucking black boot polish.
Well, the thing is, because the art teacher like was the only one that actually like was trying to be supportive of Charlie Bronson's artistic side, and you know he was the governor to show him how his progress, and the guy couldn't even fucking like look at the fucking like picture, and then. While him and the art teacher are talking, he says, you put more of yourself in your work or whatever he says. And then he paints up the art teacher after he's got him hostage. And then it's when the dude's crying, he goes, there it is. There's a little piece. And then he realizes and he goes, after all this shit, he just goes, all right, he's had enough. Get him fuck out of here. He's had enough. Come get him. And then he's just waiting there at the steps, all grease painted up. And he's like, all right, come get me. It's like, God, dude. Wild motherfucker, man.
Yeah.
Dick flopping.
I mean, that's one way to get me not to fight you. You'd be butt ass naked. Nope. But like, here's my papers, dog. I'm out. Like, especially if it's fucking Charlie Bronson.
Haven't seen that shit since Red Heat. Remember Red Heat?
Yeah.
Belushi and Schwarzenegger. The first scene is Schwarzenegger naked fighting in the snow or whatever the fuck it is.
Fighting the Russians or whatever.
Yeah.
Shit's fucking nuts, man. Well, that's what they said too. Like, apparently there was like a lot of Russian guards in like some of the prisons where he was at, and he beat the shit out of all of them. Yes. Like he just didn't like the Russian people for some reason.
I think he liked anybody, really.
Beat the shit out of everybody.
Yeah.
But then they end up like towards the end of the movie, they show him just locked up in this little fucking cage, like the size of a coffin.
Yeah, because that's pretty much what you got to do at that point. When you got a guy that's just not going to stop.
Yeah. It's
like you guys got to put him away in a tiny cage to where he can't move and just suffer.
Yeah.
It's like you got to learn, man. Like you can't keep fucking with people just for your own amusement.
Yeah.
Like obviously, like he had I believe he had no intention of killing the librarian or the art guy or anything like that.
Nah.
He wanted them to come and have the opportunity to fight these guards. And I think in real life he actually beat the shit out of the governor guy too. I was surprised
that was actually the last person he beat up.
Yeah, I was surprised they didn't show that in the film. I thought that was coming whenever he goes with the art guy and he hands the artwork over to the guy. He's like, oh, you made this for you. Yeah, and he's like, oh, give it to Weber. I'll look at it later.
Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier. He couldn't even look at it.
He beat the guard up last, and that was in this. I mean, this came out in 2008, so like that was 2014 when he beat the shit out of the guard. So that was just fucking 12 years ago.
So that was
whenever he was 60.
God,
so he finally got him.
Yeah,
finally got the governor,
and that was the last person he ever beat up. Because in like 2013, they started a movement for his release.
Yeah,
and then in 2014, he beat the shit out of the governor. And then in 2023, he was up for parole when it got denied, and he's still in fucking prison.
Oh yeah, there's a whole big thing still
he's
going
like
on.
74 or something.
Yeah. There's still a whole big like campaign going on trying to like get him released.
Yeah, because he was born December 6, 1952. So,
Yeah, he's
74.
he is a couple years behind my dad.
It's fucking wild, yo.
Yeah. It is wild.
But then he started he changed his name to Charles Salvador in 2014.
Yeah.
Because of Salvador Dali, and then he started getting back into his artwork a lot. And then he's been selling. He's had like fucking art shows and shit for his stuff. Like I know like a couple of his works he sold for like $8 or whatever, and then he would send that to his mom, and then she went on vacation, and then he did another painting series called The Dirty Dozens, which he was just painting all the famous murderers and shit that he was in prison with. And then he ended up selling that set, that whole series for $500,000.
God damn.
So I mean, if he ever gets out, he got bank, and that's why he wants to get out now, because his son that he had with Irene, whenever the only kid he ever had, actually like reached out to him and was like, "You need to stop doing this shit so we can actually meet on the outside someday." So that's why he's still like in the process of wanting to be released so he can spend time with his kid, because his kid comes to see him like every month.
Oh, that's cool though. I was wondering about that actually, because it doesn't really allude to what she's saying to him when he's first in prison. But she's sitting there or whatever, and he doesn't look very happy, and she's kind of like worried. Yeah,
like because his lawyers even like they should release him. Like he's been writing letters to the parole board or whatever to try to get an appeal and get what do they call it, pardoned.
Mm-hmm.
And then shit like that, but they just still won't do it. And he's had no incidents of violence since 2014 whenever he beat up the warden.
Yeah, it's just a shame that he couldn't, get like this, because it seems like, his kid is the reason. And it's like, it kind of sucks he didn't get this realization a long time ago, and he probably already would have been out.
Yeah. You figure he's been in prison for 51 years. He was in solitary confinement for 30.
And he was fine with it.
Yeah. He'd rather be in like crazy shit, man.
Talk about alone time. Jesus.
Yeah. I mean, now that he's older, of course, like they say once you hit 60, like he was actually following the statistical chart or whatever from what his lawyer was saying. But like they said, like once you hit 60, your violence drops down to half, and by the time you hit 70, there's no violence left in you. And he's over 70. But I still would not want to fuck with the dude.
Oh yeah, he doesn't mean he won't still fucking like throw a punch.
Right. He's still big as fuck.
Yeah.
Like he's still doing his fucking routine and shit.
I mean, but the thing is, I mean, like if he hasn't done all the horrible shit that a lot of people, I mean, because I know a lot of people who just love to fight. Yeah, they end up in jail all the time, but they don't deserve to be in fucking prison because they fight. I mean, he's managed to get away with a bunch of shit that ended up working out in his favor.
Yeah,
but unfortunately, in the end, it kind of kicks him in the ass. Because
I think they did
made too much of a name for himself.
In 2017, he got into an altercation, but it was kind of just got dropped or whatever.
Maybe it wasn't something that was his fault.
Yeah, I think the other person started some shit.
I was gonna say, I'm sure he gets heckled.
Because he said like every time new people came in there, they try to start shit with him, and that's usually when they found out. Fuck around and find out. That?
Yeah, like why do that? The man's like he's in there for cracking skulls. He cracks skulls while he's in there. You're gonna go in there and fuck with him
because they're trying to get famous. Maybe they're
that's just
they're looking to make a name.
That is like a crazy like mental concept though. It's like I can't sing, I can't act, so let me get known for being the most violent criminal in a prison system.
I mean, if you have nothing else to lose, I mean, Believe me, if I didn't have kids, like there'd be all kinds of chaos going on. But I've had to calm my ass.
I mean, it worked because he's wrote like I think 6 books or something.
Oh wow, I knew he wrote a couple.
Like he actually did a book called the Cray Twins and Me or some shit like that.
Oh okay.
So I'm gonna have to watch that other movie just to check that out.
What, Legend?
Yeah.
Oh, so you've never seen that one?
No.
Oh, dude, it's good. It's really good.
Another film that came up that a lot of people were mentioning whenever I was looking at this was Chopper with Eric Bana. Have you seen that one? I haven't seen it either, but a lot of people were saying you got to see Chopper.
I know the one movie I kept thinking about whenever I was like, before I ended up watching this again was, I like don't know why, but what was that fucking Edward Norton shit called, Snow or something?
Snow.
Where he's in prison.
Is it when he's got cornrows?
Yeah.
Cornrows? Yeah, that movie sucked.
I don't know why. Like I kept thinking about that for a minute whenever I was watching this. Because I watched that like once or twice. It was.
Yeah,
I
like Edward Norton, but I couldn't believe him at all in that role. It's a horrible movie.
No, but overall, like this movie surprised me. Like I said, I didn't remember it from whenever I watched it the first time.
Yeah.
But it definitely was different, like I said, with like the interlude scenes or whatever, with him being on stage. Like that shit kind of caught me off guard at first, but then I started liking it. And
I love that shit. Yeah.
Just the way his face would get whenever he'd start getting ready to fight. Like he knew shit was about to go down and people were going to get hurt. He was just like, I welcome the pain.
Oh yeah.
So it was pretty dope. But yeah, Tom Hardy killed this shit. Like I said, like Mike was saying too, like can't really glorify Bronson too much for some of the shit that he had to do, but it's all prison shit, so it might be just what he had to do to survive.
Yeah.
We never will know.
And also the guy was off his rocker in some way, shape, or form. So
his Muslim wives did say like he was a sweetheart whenever they first started talking, then they got married, he converted and turned into an asshole, and then said a lot of racist shit to her. So you never know.
Multiple personalities.
And I think they kind of hint at it. There was one part where there was like a swastika and blood or something like that.
I think it was shit.
Or shit. You know.
It looked like shit.
Yeah. But yeah, I remember seeing that part too.
Yeah, and there was another. There was like this one scene where like when he gets locked up and they're just showing him kind of standing there, and there was something written on the wall like KCS or something like that. And I like looked it up. I was like, what was that supposed to mean? And
KFC.
No, it wasn't KFC, but nobody really knew, and they thought it was some kind of tie-in to some.
It'd be funny if it said VSC
thing. You know, it is what it is. But I also like the music. I like how they mix a lot of that classical music with like some of that new wave synth pop stuff.
Yeah.
In the different scenes, and it comes across really
well.
well.
I was saying like that scene where they're in like the loony bin. And they're all fucking dancing or whatever.
Yeah,
it's like a party.
Those two guys that like stick out in the front, because you see him back in the back, all doped up, fucking just dancing with some chick or whatever, till he's like had enough and just wanders off.
Yeah.
And then like those two guys were fucking getting it, like they were having the time of their lives. How you doing there, mustache?
Pretty good, mate. But no, okay. So I just looked it up. Chopper is about Australia's most infamous former criminal.
So you said it was Eric Bana?
He plays the character.
The shittiest Incredible Hulk?
Yeah, that plays Mark Brandon Reed.
Huh.
It says America had Al Capone, England the Cray brothers, and Australia proving once and for all its anti-Padian sense of humor has Mark Chopper Reed.
Yeah, if anybody doesn't know who the Cray twins were, they were two of the biggest gang members in London.
England.
Yeah. London, England.
So, you know, if you love this one, Chuck, maybe check out Chopper.
Yeah.
I might like that one too. That's on it's on Sling for free. It's on Plex, Prime, all for free.
I did after watching this though, I went back and watched the Pikey fight in Snatch.
Yeah, I had to turn the subtitles on at the beginning of this because it like started out and there was a little bit I couldn't understand. I was like, "What the hell is he saying?" I had to throw on the subtitles. Yeah.
Huh. It was. I didn't think it was that strong of an accent.
He had a pretty harsh accent.
Yeah, but I thought it was understandable enough.
Yeah, bugger. Cunt. Yeah, but, how many times do you think he said cunt in this film?
A few. You can turn that shit into a drinking game easy, and you'd be fucked up by the end of this movie.
Oh, there's a good idea.
Almost like some of our episodes where you can drink and play a drinking game to how many times all of us say fuck.
Yeah, right.
Which will be terrible once we get monetized. We're going to have to try to watch that shit if we ever get there.
Right. we do too many things and say too many things that keep us from getting that. I think.
Yeah, we're fucked. You are fucked. But yeah, I dug this film. It was good. I could definitely see me watching this later down the road.
It's just so much fun. It really is. Again, real dude, not always, not the most wholesome of characters, but the acting in this movie is so good. The script is great. Yeah. It's done so well that, because there is humor to it. So
I think the key word in that whole explanation there was character, because that's what Charlie Bronson is. Charlie Salvador, whatever you want to recognize him, Mickey Peterson, Michael Peterson. He's a character. Yeah. And, like we said, a very socially awkward guy that just, I don't think knew his place in society and found his place in prison. And, because he couldn't do anything else in life, he felt like that's what he was good at, and he kept doing it. And good night, Mom and Nasty. Thanks for stopping by. And yeah, ultimately, that's just who he is. In this film, like I said, Tom Hardy does such a great job of portraying that character. And his acting is just a lot of people say this is one of his best acting films.
I would agree.
Yeah, man.
So if you haven't seen it and you're watching this, well, whoopsie. But yeah, definitely
definitely check it out.
Dick flopping good time.
Jesus Christ. It's okay. Mike's apparently, I don't know, very focused on that.
Well,
it didn't bother me because I wasn't even paying attention to that.
It doesn't bother me, but there's several minutes that go by where his dick's just flapping around, fighting people.
The first scene of the movie, whenever you see him, he's naked.
I think that
in the cage. Then
it's kind of a precursor.
Well, then he's naked in the lube scene where the librarian rubs him down, and then he's naked whenever he paints himself with a shoe polish.
Yeah.
So
fucking wild.
Maybe he just wanted to show off his shit.
I hit play and it said graphic nudity, and I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, there's gonna be a bunch of dicks in this, and I'm like, there's not a bunch of dicks, just one dick, but many times.
Well, and whenever he's at that strip club, and that chick's like pole dancing or whatever, and he's just like, it's just a shot of him like staring like very oddly.
Yeah.
like he's never seen this before.
That's like whenever that chick, like whenever she's feeling his bicep and he's like, don't mess with anybody bigger than you, and then she starts kissing him and he's just like,
yeah.
Like I don't know what to make of that. He's very strange. I don't know if he's Tom Hardy's just doing that for a comedic reason, or like he was actually that fucking weird in real life.
Well, I mean, I'd say like being locked up for so long and then getting out, like you get so used to it. God damn.
I'm so fucking pumped. Got that solitary fitness going. Mate.
That was fucking, a bit much.
Huh? What'd she say? What'd she say?
That was a bit much.
You fucking cunt! You fucking cunt! Come on! I'll fucking kill you. Love?
I've never seen a mustache like that before.
Like you gotta take a shit.
Well,
don't rub it on your face. Just don't catch it in your hand and rub it on your face. I was waiting for that dude to throw the shit, not rub it on his face.
That's what I thought. Because like when you're sitting there watching it, it looks like there's a bunch of shit on the wall already. So I thought he was just gonna like bloop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, fuck this mustache.
Nope.
I don't know where that was going, man. But yeah. Damn good movie though. Good time.
It was all right.
Fun one.
Very interesting, especially for somebody that I feel like a lot of the public don't know.
Yeah.
If you say Charles Bronson to somebody, they're going to think the actor
Charlie Bronson.
Depending on today's society, they're probably going to say who regardless.
Well, that's true.
They don't know
Death
who Death
Wish.
Wish is.
Yeah.
But yes, that's the movie this week, folks. It was definitely another Sidewinder by Chuck that we watched and liked.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Pretty wild. Every once in a while, you throw us for a loop, and then we dig it. I like it. Like,
Even
the movie.
Yeah, even down here on this thing, I think the first line says "Clockwork Orange" for the
21st century. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I
So
didn't notice that. Yeah.
I guess multiple people felt that way.
Yeah, whenever Dave said, he was like, I really like this movie. I was like, okay. Don't worry,
This
guys.
is so
Dave,
good.
Dave does exist. Just watch some of the other podcasts that we've done.
Yeah. No, it's a damn good movie. Damn good time.
Dave's turning into Gary, just the guy we talk about.
Yeah.
Oh, just a man I met in the restroom.
So get back here next week, Dave. You're out of sick days. You're fired.
Sure.
We're docking your pay, asshole.
You are fucked. All right, let's move on to our usual segment of the clip generator.
Calamity.
Seeing what clip we have this week, and praying we're here next week.
Our usual calamity. The random clip of the week.
Craziness. I'm scared.
Mr. Anderson? These bullets are shit.
He is the one.
Oh. The Neo.
Neo.
Oh, Neo.
Speaking of David.
Yeah.
Peekaboo, you fuck you.
Hey, we're messaging ourselves. Weird.
You're gonna stand there and look at us from the other side of the goddamn screen.
This fucking guy.
Cunt.
All right, let's get you guys some fans and some ads and monies. Human monies. Pipe bomb.
Laser Trading Company is on YouTube. Head over now to see videos from Mike's travels and experiences. Be sure to like and subscribe for more content. Over 10,000 subscribers and growing. Thank you to all. Laser Trading Company is also your source on eBay with many collectibles and hundreds of great gift ideas. Who loves you and who do you love? Laser Trading Company.
You bit off a little more nasty than you could chew. Now you gotta deal with all the nasty coming down your throat.
You bloomin' cunt!
All right. So if you haven't yet, go show my boys some love. Give them monies.
That'd be great.
That would be awesome. I'd appreciate that.
I like money.
Fuck knows I need it.
I like money.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Mike. Next week, what do you got?
Well, next week's gonna be it's gonna be okay, you know, because we're gonna go to the OK Corral maybe, or
It stinks.
or perhaps we're gonna take a trip back. You know, you ever wonder what it was like on Christmas 1993?
I lived
Well,
I mean,
well,
in there, yeah.
I just don't remember it.
Well, you're going to get to live it all over again because we're going to look at the film that came out on that day in 1993, Tombstone, starring Kurt Russell, Val Kilmer, Sam Elliott, Bill Paxton, Michael Biehn. Oh man, we hadn't done a Western in a little while.
All-star cast. Tombstone Pizza.
Yes, the classic Tombstone, and I think it's going to be a good old time.
I do
Yeah,
too.
man. That's one of my favorites. It's one of my favorites.
I'll be your Huckleberry.
It's
You
one
ain't
of
no Daisy.
One of the few westerns I do love.
Johnny Ringo.
The old red sash.
Yeah, man, I'm excited because I haven't watched it in a little while,
Same.
and I'm ready to go back and see some Tombstone, man.
Yeah, it's a good one. And it's really weird watching that, and when Billy Bob Thornton's on there, back when he was, not
A little thicker.
Yeah, a little
Fucking
thicker of a
Billy
gentleman.
Zane, man.
Yep.
And this
Billy
movie
Zane.
fucking outweighed the Wyatt Earp film by a large margin.
Yeah,
Michael Rooker,
Oh yeah.
Powers Booth.
Powers Booth. I was going to say that. Yeah.
Man,
So
Powers
many
Booth
good-
was really good.
so many good
I
actors.
remember Deadwood. He was so good in that.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah.
So yeah,
Fucking
I'm pumped. I'm
Frailty.
pumped, man. We're gonna have a lot to talk about.
Yeah.
Because like you said, Chad, all-star cast and just a classic Western, man. So
It's gonna be like The Quick and the Dead all over again.
hell yeah, man. I love this shit.
Yeah, man. It's a good one.
Oh yeah. So there you have it, folks. Next week, Tombstone. Get out your cowboy hats. Get out your Colts. Get out your Tombstone pizzas.
Yeah, we might have to get some Tombstone pizza and have some fun.
Yeah, true that.
But we can't go off the air without saying thank you to all the subscribers, new and old.
Yep.
Constantly, we're
Up to
constantly getting
787, gaining every week.
all kinds of viewers.
We're not slowing down, folks.
We've had hundreds of viewers in the last couple of weeks. So we love and appreciate all of your interactions, all your content, likes, subscribes, all that stuff that supports us. Greatly appreciate.
Yeah. We just went and saw Mortal Kombat 2 and put up a review. Go check that out. I want to talk to the head of the store whenever I talk to him about putting up the other review we did that was a little bit longer and a little goofier, because I think that'll be fun, because that should have me cracking up. But yeah, so that's Bronson this week and Tombstone next week. So join us next Tuesday at 10 p.m. and then we will see you next Tuesday.
Or as Charlie Bronson would say, cunt!
Thanks for watching, cunts.